Aloha everybody, Tracie here. How's it? How you doing today? Nice to see you. This is a special edition of my VID. My next one isn't supposed to be out until April 12th next month, but I decided to do one today, and everything's closed and we're all in isolation, and there's a lot of people that are panicking and hoarding and worrying, and I thought I would do one for those of you that need a little break and a little restoration for your soul, your spirit, and just to talk story with you guys. And this one is called Fighting to Keep the Aloha Spirit Strong During the Coronavirus Pandemic. Ka wehewehe. Let's talk about the Aloha Spirit. That's something that we talk about here in Hawaii. It's a tangible thing that when you come to Hawaii, there's this warmth that is noticeably apparent to people who come to Hawaii for the first time. They talk about the Aloha Spirit being in people and the warmth of people, the kindness, the openness, and the generosity of people. But let's go through that word Aloha Spirit. So aloha, we know that from a previous lesson that I did in my past VID. Aloha meaning love, hello, goodbye, a greeting, affection, all of those good things. Spirit, I found an interesting definition of spirit, and that definition said spirit is those typical elements found in people, a group, or in a nation. And that's great because you put those two words together and you get the meaning of Aloha Spirit. Ka Puana. E ho'opili mai. Aloha. Aloha My Chi. So let's makavalu that word, break up aloha into two parts. The first part, alo, e ho'opili mai. Alo My Chi. And alo is the front area or the face. And then second part of that word, ha, e ho'opili mai. Ha. Ha. And one definition of ha is to breathe the breath or to exhale, right? So aloha. One of the ways that we express aloha is through a honi, and that takes us to our last word. E ho'opili mai. Honi My Chi. Honi. And honi is a kiss, and there's different styles of honi. In the traditional way, it's the nose to nose. Google that word. You'll Google honi and look at the images, and you'll see people doing that nose to nose kiss or that nose to nose honi. And the next part is kahana. All right, so with the coronavirus pandemic going on, plenty of people scared. The reason why I thought of doing this VID is we're not having physical contact with each other because of what the government has told us, right? And reasonably so, because we don't want to get it, right? With the social distancing and us having to stay 6 feet apart from each other, that breaks in or that breaks through to the fabric of the Aloha Spirit and the ways or the customs of local people and what we've been doing, not just in this time period, but in generations past. And it's breaking in that. And that's why I entitled this VID, fighting to keep that Aloha Spirit strong. Because in the midst of this time, I feel like we cannot forget how to give aloha. Even if we no can give that honi, or even if we no can make physical contact, right? We got to keep that Aloha Spirit strong, and we keep that in the back of our mind, in the front of our mind, in the forefront of our being, in the forefront of who we are. In the midst of this virus or this pandemic, how do we keep that Aloha Spirit strong? So the other day I went to Costco, and it was jam-packed. It was a madhouse. And I saw one of my previous students who had taken my classes, and he had graduated, and I saw him, and the line was super long going up to the register. So I was coming in, and he was waiting by the register to leave. So I'm walking past with my cart, and I get like midway. I'm walking down the aisle, and I see him, and he sees me, and he's far away because the line is so stinking long, right? So he's way behind, but I see him. We make eye contact with each other. Walking with my little ka'a, and I'm walking towards him, and he sees me, and he starts waving, and then he comes or he runs around his cart, and he comes towards me, and he has his arms open like this, and he's like, hi, you know, he's like, hi, Kumu. And I go towards him, and then we stop, like right when we're about this far from each other, maybe like 3 feet away from each other, and he goes like this, he goes, ah. And a lady that was standing with her cart in the back of us, she starts laughing. And not laughing like laughing at us, but laughing like, puting, you know, like, you guys want to hug, you guys want to keep that aloha spirit real, but you know can. So we stand facing each other, and then he's like, we can do this then. And he does the elbow thing, and I elbow him. And then I said, oh, you be safe, okay? Make sure you wash your hands. And he was like, I will, Kumu. And I said, you take care, okay? And he was like, I will. And then I walked away, and then he went back to his cart. And I thought, okay. So Kahana, right? How are we going to keep that aloha spirit alive? I'm definitely not telling you to be foolish and to go out there and honi each other, because if you try to come up to me and honi me, I'm going to run away from you. Nah, I'm not going to run away from you, but I don't like honi you, okay? But I'm going to do my best to keep that aloha spirit alive. And so what can we do to preserve that connection? What can we do to fight to keep that aloha spirit strong? I'm talking to you all in Hawaii, especially because in Hawaii, we have that way of aloha. That's just our way. We live in a unique place where we have this sense of warmth and this sense of aloha, and we gotta fight. That doesn't just happen organically and naturally. Like, we gotta fight, especially during this time, to keep that aloha spirit alive. And we gotta be able to preserve that connection. And so for you folks, your ha'awina, your homework, since I'm most students, I stay isolated, I gotta give the homework to you folks. But I would say that your ha'awina and my ha'awina is to fight to keep that aloha spirit alive. Even if you don't live in Hawaii, you know, you can share aloha everywhere you are. You know, me and my mom, we always talk story, and I called her on the phone and I asked her, Ma, what's your take on this? So I'm going to give you the kupuna corner advice, right? And my mom says, your individual right to honi and our ways, our customary practices are being restricted because of health reasons. True. That's what my mom said, right? And my mom's advice to me, and as for you too, manuahi for free, I give them to you too, because my mom is a kupuna. She pretty wise. She said, the space that we have here in Hawaii, that we live in, has always been things, customs, practices, etc., that come with aloha, that aloha spirit. So she told me, smile a lot, be kind to one another, be friendly. Same thing what happened in Costco, right? When I saw one of my old students. Exactly, I was practicing that, and then my mom gave me this advice. I was like, right on, Mom, right on, because that's what I've been doing. Lastly is our olelo no'eau. And our olelo no'eau for today, elua e walu ole e hiku. It is ua kuluma ke kanaka I ke aloha. One more time. Ua kuluma ke kanaka I ke aloha. And that means love is a customary virtue with man. People encounter love daily. How's that? That's a Hana ho right there. People encounter love daily. Take care of each other. Keep that aloha spirit alive wherever you are. E malama oi I ko olakino, e malama I ko ohana na kupuna na keiki, e holoi I na lima, a hihi I ka manawa a kākou e ike houai. Until next time, aloha, ahui ho.